Kenyatta Listening to Mozart. On the back trails, in sunglasses, and warm air blows cocaine from city to river, and through the brains of American poets in San Francisco, separate and loose. Spats brush through undergrowths of fiction. Mathematics bird, undressed and in sympathy with absolute stillness and the neutrality of water. We do not write poems in the rainy season. Light to light, the weighted circumstance prowls like animals in the bush, a zoo of consciousness, cries and prowlings anywhere, stillness, motion, beings that fly, beings that swim, exchanging information, choice and style, avail, and are beautiful categories, if you go for that. I chose this poem because I love the juxtaposition of the images. Jomo Kenyatta listening to Mozart, knowing that Leroy Jones, his own background, was in German literature and philosophy, that he himself studied some of the same kinds of things. The listening to Mozart, to me, perhaps it's symbolic simply of Western culture and its constraints, but I think it's more than that. It's almost a transnational diasporic view of what it means to be Black, that it contains all of this. It contains the spats, the brush, the undergrowths of fiction. I think the mathematics bird to me is a way of saying we have a people. We've migrated from place to place. The neutrality of water. Water is not neutral. And so there's a lot of irony in that statement. We do not write poems in the rainy season. I think that's just wonderful. And it's in parentheses. Light to light, the weighted circumstance. In this, I think of history. I think this poem was written in 1963. The Cuban Missile Crisis was going on. A lot was going on. He'd started with the Beat Poets in San Francisco. He connects that to the rest of the poem. So underneath, there's a lot of historical, weighty circumstance holding the poem together. The cries and the prowlings, the zoo of consciousness. Again, I think of his own consciousness roaming and trying to find areas that he can claim for his poetry. The choice and style are beautiful. And the word categories, is that a constraint, or are those categories that he's inventing for himself? The final, if you go for that, is either almost a funny dismissal of the idea of category, or it's almost saying, if you go for that, meaning, yes, this is something I do go for, but I'm not going to take it too seriously. I'm taking it with a lightness because categories can be undone.